Hello, everyone. My name is Jill Stanley. I'm the International Student Services Director for Keyin College. I'm here with my colleague, Blair Connolly, who is the Director for International Admissions here at Keyin College. And today we welcome Nick Snow, who is a graduate of our PCA program back in 2015. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today. So folks, we're going to ask Nick a few questions on his experience while he was in the PCA program here at Keyin College in St. John's. Okay, and thank you. Thank you, Nick, for joining us today.
No problem at all.
Thanks, Nick. Pleasure to have you.
So Nick, let's start out by asking, how do you feel the PCA program prepared you for your career in the healthcare industry here in Newfoundland?
Well, the program taught me valuable skills I would need for a career in healthcare. Like, for example, I was taught how to be a strong advocate for my clients, which is one of the most important things you need to know in a health career. And I was also taught how to react to conflict situations, because you are going to be working with a team for the most part. It mainly prepared me how to safely care for my clients. And in the end, like, that is the most important thing.
That's great. Thank you, Nick. And how would you describe the instructors and their style of teaching?
The instructors, their style of teaching is they're hands-on and they're very organized. For example, like in class, they would demonstrate how to take vital signs in front of the classrooms before we would go and do it. And they would show us how to care for our clients as well, like in the classroom. And if we ever had any problems, they would help us without any hesitation. They were very patient with us and always kept in touch, for sure.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Great to hear.
Well, that's great. So on a related question, Nick, we talked about the instructors. Love to hear your thoughts about, say, the Keyin support staff and, how, instrumental they were in your student journey at Keyin. If you could talk about that, that'd be great.
Yeah, the support staff was excellent. Like, for the most part, like always kept us informed. If there was any changes in the schedule or throughout the course, we would always know it right away. They were really responsive when we were to reach out to them, and they were easily approachable. Like, we always felt comfortable, and we always knew we had someone to go to if we needed help.
Oh, that's great. And I'm sure they would appreciate that greatly, because they pride themselves on doing just that. So thanks for that answer. I love this question. So if you think about your time at Keyin and as you did the PCA program, is there like a favorite memory or memories that you think of that kind of come top of mind?
Yeah, like on Fridays, like I would always be excited to go to class then, because like not because it was the end of the week, like the week for classes, but like our instructor would always bring us in muffins on Fridays. So like I would always make sure like to be there for every Friday. I'd never miss it. And like I loved like the small class size as well, because like I felt like we got to become really close with our classmates, and it was more like easier learning.
Right.
It wasn't so much distractions as well. So we become really close to our classmates, and to this day we still keep in touch.
That's great.
So the smaller student to teacher ratio was important.
Definitely, yeah. It was, yeah. I feel like I can focus a lot easier.
Excellent.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Really good.
Perfect. Thanks, Nick. Jill, if over to you.
Yeah, sure. Nick, how has your experience been so far working both as a PCA and now as an LPN here in Newfoundland?
Well, as a PCA, I got to experience like working in many settings, like such as like a care, long-term care, and I even got to work in the OR for a little bit. That was really interesting. PCAs are what I like to say, like the eyes and ears of the unit. Like myself being an LPN, I rely on PCAs to report to me on any changes or unusual behavior like our residents could be having, so I can report to the RN or the doctor on call. Like they're the ones who are most hands-on with our residents. And now as an LPN, I rely on their skills and assistance like throughout the day, like every day when I'm at work. So
Right.
like me, like PCAs are the most important members of the nursing team. Like we would not be able to get by without PCAs.
Like the foundational piece of
Yeah.
the system.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
They're the glue of the building.
Oh, that's so great.
Definitely.
So good to hear. Such an important element, you know?
Definitely.
Well, thanks for that, Nick. And so I guess, is there any advice, if you think about your PCA journey as where you are now as an LPN, is there any advice that you would give a potential new PCA student that's just coming into the program, given all of your experience?
Well, I would tell them like expect a fulfilling, rewarding career. Like be patient with your clients because every day like could be and most likely will be different. If you think you can help make a difference in someone's life, and then like help, sorry, if you think you can help like care and make a difference in someone's life, then being a PCA is definitely the right choice. Like there's a growing demand in this field, and you pretty much have a job like, wherever you go. Like for me, I work 2 jobs, so if you like being busy and want to work, then a PCA is definitely the right career.
Oh, that's great. That's a fantastic answer.
So, Nick, is there any other final thoughts or?
Well, I'd just like to add, like, to me, where I went back and continued my nursing career as an LPN, I found a huge benefit completing the PCA program prior, because when I started the LPN course, I felt like I had an advantage over some people because I was familiar with a lot of the things they would teach us in the classroom. Like the first whole semester, like I was pretty much comfortable with because I completed the course, that PCA course before.
Right.
I just felt much more comfortable and relaxed when I continued my nursing career.
Right. And probably where you had a lot of experience in the field as
Yeah.
well, right?
A few years of experience, and that definitely helped as well.
Oh,
Excellent.
I think that's a great point, Jill. And and many of the international students that we've spoken to, they've expressed that keen interest of,
Yes.
I can do PCA first and then, potentially move on and do my LPN. So it's so nice to hear, from Nick, who's actually done that. And I'm sure they'll be very appreciative, to hear your story, and they can put themselves in your shoes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, we're so proud of you, Nick. We're so proud of you as a Keyin graduate, and we're very proud to where you've become as an LPN in the healthcare industry. And thank you so much for joining us today. It's greatly appreciated.
No problem. It's my
Wish you all the best. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Great to see you, Nick. Thanks so much.
See you.
Take care.
All right. See you now.